So we have another amazing organization
yes, we
here.
do.
They happen to be next door
Wonderful
neighbors. This is from Cape Ann Veteran Services. Adam Curcuru is about to join us. Come on in, cuz.
Hey, Corey, how are you?
How
Hi,
are
Adam.
Nice to see you
Nice
both.
Meet
to see
again.
you. Yeah.
Yeah.
Good
Are
to
you
see
guys
man.
actually cousins?
We are.
He actually can figure it out.
Yeah, yeah.
I have a harder time, but
I
he can-
just give the simple overview. If it ends in AEIOU, we're all related.
yeah, we look exactly alike.
We look
mistake
very
is-
similar.
I think I'm cousins, more cousins to him than you are, frankly. Yeah. But
Well,
great
Adam,
to have you.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you for having me today.
Obviously, a special time of year. What specifically are you doing at the Veterans Center like right now as you prepare for Thanksgiving and the winter?
Sure. So the big one's not necessarily with our office. It's with Open Door and the Captain Lester S. Wass American Legion, and the Legion meals that now happen in partnership with the Open Door here, which has been such a great partnership. And I wish I had 4 hours to tell you how great the partnership is with Open Door and all the things we've been able to do with Open Door. But that's the big one coming up from the veterans community. Is the veterans community leading the meals program to get meals out to those in our community that are in need of a Thanksgiving meal. Not just in need, but those that want one. Sometimes when you live alone, buying a whole turkey is a bit much. And, the Legion is there to cook those meals and deliver a healthy, thankful Thanksgiving meal to, I believe it's 6 communities that surround us.
Wow.
So Julie told us a little bit about this, but tell us the logistics. So it's actually Thanksgiving Day. Your team is cooking the meal, or the Legion is cooking the
The
meal.
Legion is cooking meals. They get volunteers from our community, and it used to be at the Legion, and it was a wonderful program because not only did it do good for our community, but it taught a lot of individuals about doing something and giving back. I mean, the real meaning of Thanksgiving is being thankful for what we have and helping others appreciate what we have and giving back to people. And so you had a lot of volunteers pre-COVID. And the great thing was a lot of families came down. So they gave a couple hours in the morning to put
Peel
the meals,
potatoes
to
and
peel
peel carrots
potatoes,
and-
to,
yeah.
to get the food ready, to put them in the little styrofoam containers. The Sea Cadets was huge in that
Yeah.
program because
Right.
they would bring the boxes down from the upstairs at the Legion down to the cars, and then people would go deliver them. And they're still doing that now, but it's a little different now. The drivers are masked and the drivers are outside, and there's more safety protocols than there was before. But there's still that learning and there's still that experience as a community to come together and do something together and really just celebrate the true meaning of Thanksgiving, of being together and taking care of each other.
And how would a veteran contact you to say, I would love to have a Thanksgiving meal delivered?
Sure. So they can contact the American Legion directly. I don't have that number off the top of my head, and they can call the Legion and they will put them down for a meal. They'll ask them for their address and their number, and they will call when they arrive and deliver that meal.
That's great.
Interesting. So what else is happening now as you prepare for winter? We talked a bit about
The farm truck.
yeah, the farmer's
The farm
truck.
truck coming too.
That was big. That
Yeah.
was huge. So we were so excited when Julie reached out to us. She said, "Hey, Veterans Day just happened. We're getting the new farmer's truck. We'd like to dedicate it at your office." Absolutely. Open Door has been so good to us,
Yeah.
and this one is just. From a community perspective, such a great idea to, and as Julie said earlier, hit those hard corners of the community.
Exactly.
Open Door is wonderful if you can access it, but we know there's members in our community that can't get here, and that mobile market now has the ability to be mobile and to get to those hard to reach individuals. Veterans community is very unique. They sometimes like to use, well, someone could use it more. Well, if everybody had that mentality, no one's using it. And the mobile market was a great start because, again, a lot of our veterans, at least the ones that were there, are a little older. And they're choosing some of the less healthy alternative foods. And Open Door isn't just for those that are, in food crisis. It's for those to choose healthier options as well. It's a
They're
community-based
great at doing
resource.
that, making sure that they're healthy options.
Healthy options is the key there.
Right.
And it was funny because when we dedicated the mobile market, everyone's like, "Well, what do we do now?" It's like, "Well, now you get some groceries." Wait, we get to take some? Yeah, go grab some. And Julie brought down Market Basket gift cards, so they got a nice gift card, and it was great was because because we're kind of where we're located, we have Lincoln Park and we have people that live on the other side, and they saw this all going on. So slowly you saw a couple people trickle out of Lincoln Park and a couple people trickle out of their houses across the street and come join in and grab their groceries. And it sticks out. It stands out in the community. This thing rolls up. There's a food truck, and they open the door, and there's just fresh fruits and vegetables. I think they had eggs. It was good.
And this is a Ford, like an F450, right?
Yeah, it was
yeah.
big. It's a
Huge,
big.
yeah.
It's a big box truck.
Yeah.
And is it refrigerated, I think? Is that one of the assets? It's
don't
got
know.
some
I
sort
think
of.
there's in the back. There's some black containers that may be refrigerators.
Yeah, I think that's
I'm
another
assuming
thing that makes it fancy.
It's
Yeah.
a nice truck.
Yeah.
But it is, Open Door is just such a great partner to everybody in the community.
So what's been the response? I mean, you sort of like covered it now, but from the veterans, knowing, because the truck will show up once a month, is that
We're
right?
working on the plan now to have
Okay.
it show up. And we went back today during our Veterans Networking Group, which we hold on Fridays. And that's the plan, is to try to get the mobile truck there on when we kind of have our largest population of veterans there, and see what they're, and they all seem interested, yeah. If it was on a schedule, I'd love to have the fresh fruits and vegetables. They were so good. I can't believe they filled a bag last week, and they really want to take advantage of that, so.
So I would love to hear just a little bit before you go about the population of veterans on Cape Ann. So what range of ages are they? What are you feeling like their needs are right now? How do they do through COVID?
Sure. It's been tough for everyone. Obviously, we're well aware of, the reasons why. Both the physical aspects that are related to COVID. A lot of our veterans population is older. They're 60 plus. And then you add in the toll that kind of Sue talked about a little bit before, the mental health aspect of being distant from people and what that does. We've learned with our veterans community, one of the pieces of solving the puzzle to a lot of our community-based problems is interaction. People need interaction. It doesn't matter what group you come from. One of the the starting foundations to healing is being connected, and COVID really kind of put a separation between that. So it's been a tough year for our veterans community moving forward. But it's a variety of all. And they all have their different aspects of what they're coming in for. We still have World War II. We still have a couple World War II veterans in our Cape Ann community, Korean War. They're up there in age. They're in their 90s. We have our biggest population is that Vietnam generation. And then we still have incoming younger families and everyone in between. And everybody's kind of on a different level of their journey, where they are in their stages of life and what they're looking for resources. And we're there to guide them regardless of where they are, whether they're recently getting out and looking for education or employment, or whether they're trying to put together an end-of-life plan and some arrangements there. We're there for everything in between to help navigate and to assist the veteran and their families during those times.
Well, good on you, Adam. So if people want to help out immediately, whether it's for the Thanksgiving holiday specifically, how can they go about doing that? And then I want to ask you one quick question after
Sure.
that. Sure.
To support the holiday meals, they can call the Legion or Open Door and make a donation to that. And again, that is not a veteran-specific program. That is a community-based program, and it really shows a lot of our community and everybody's willingness to give. And it's a great partnership. So yeah, if they wanted to give, that's the route I would take, is to reach out to Open Door, to the American Legion, and donate to that wonderful Thanksgiving meal program that they'll be running on Thursday.
Gotcha. And I was with you a couple of weeks ago where you were talking about the Boulevard flags, which, by the way, is
Yes.
a great gift and supports a lot of great causes too. But also, while I was there, you were hosting a Veterans Coffee. Could you just talk about that for a little bit and how people can learn more?
Sure. So Veterans Coffees are on Fridays. It's a Veterans Networking Group. And again, it's the idea of bringing veterans together, regardless of when they served, why they served. We have a connection to build that socialization aspect. We often have different groups come in, talk about what's going on in the community, give them an overview. I like to think of it almost deputizing all our community members, because between Sue and I and Julie, we're not going to run into every community member and be able to share all this stuff. And unfortunately, 1623, not everybody's going to be watching. We can't hit everybody, but we can deputize people to know what's going on in our community. And that's kind of the intent, just get that information out there. So those hard to reach individuals, hopefully we'll get in touch with somebody and make that connection and share those resources. So we have it every Friday. It's a program the VA is trying to pick up on at a national level and implement it across the country to create these veterans, they're calling them coffee socials, to get veterans together with resources and to share in that camaraderie.
Great stuff. All right, Adam, people want to learn more about
Yes.
Cape Ann Veteran Services. How can they go about doing that?
They can give us a call. Our old number is 978-281-9740. I haven't learned our new number we have yet, so that's the only one I can give out. I have that one dialed in my head, but not the new one yet.
Perfect. Well,
Yeah.
thanks for spending some time with us. Thanks for all the work that you do and your service for the community. And I'm sure we're going to catch up soon down the road.
Yeah, and thank you guys both
Thank
for
you so
doing
much.
this. This is great. And happy Thanksgiving if I don't see
Same
you.
to
Thanks,
you.
Adam.